It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of Ahanta, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't.
Wednesday, September 3, 2025, in the year of our Lord. Welcome to another edition of Coastal Morning on West Coast TV. In the pay, a single ya drink, man, Ghana, ya pel, man, promised bread. Well, we need to, Wednesday, it's a big day in Aguna Nkwanta and beyond Aguna Nkwanta, yeah, the marketplace, or yeah, Obiara, Ninuatre, Odu Wednesdays, Odu Wednesdays, and Yame Pin, and Okodoa, Yaton. Bibiara bi na embom no oye nyama papa nkotin na yeto na yeton ewo Aguna Nkwanta oye market on in America na there bo modern na remu wa ha na yendigwa na bibiara be ye kama ewo ho na ozamo ema ye gudu a ye de show ni ye de bro no America o de nde ye bobo mozen na ya ka kan ye ho na etutu ye ho fo ye wia ye rem na yakwa kofa oye de ubon krate na pod wa ha ya ba ye oye political oye commentators ye yuna be dinkomo ewa nde soja baba abakansa na ye dinkomo enim soja oye soja kejebiri soja the whole kejebiri the United Kingdom of Kejebiri soja sebe kasale okay eboa UKK hey ata sema wadi kamera mawo ejata Georgia yeah ejata misemo pa wadi kamera mawo leme yedi nkomo wo kese wolo no mo na ya grana ya va nyokwe muati ya va ya re yakona ya va nde joko kezire mo yekelumo nkomo ya imu akọ by election me arezo nde se yekomo ni elumo nkomo ni yakra President Mahama hwane mo elu azro eveyele Chief Justice Senkafono oribisa there, does it strengthen judicial accountability or does it undermine the independence of the judiciary? A question of Senkafono oribisa no Senkafono rem no be no bebisa there is the outcome of the Akwetia by-election a microcosm of the Ghana's broader political mood currently. On an insema Osenkafono oribisa now said the Akwetia by-election reflects a free, fair, and credible democratic process, or the conduct of the political parties and institutions expose systemic weakness in Ghana's electoral health. A new question oribisa is asking to assess the whole, health of the electoral processes during the Akwetia by-election. More called from the starting to the end of the elections, more called one of them, and Osenkafono Oreshe na Webisa. And I'm privileged to have a fine co-host with me, Onche Badene Dina Obiara Ehunyim Pokro. Nana pay some cropen America job. Unia, if you ask me, I want to ashye. You are season, September, you are season. It's America job. Show me, Nemum, Memma Obiara in set wa condor do. Na koko wenim moda wa kuma ponda pere ye no bomazem na ye na oyen amene pa bibiara a oda ho bia no obokoye de obonka tene zipin na oda aba abotugwa and the co-host no join him na ya brobrodo na ya bobom ewa hade na asema me dije wa na pe bia na say no ya be Bible quotations no wa na nkande osede ye bomazem na yenya Dr. Ima na oba ne yetwetwe nkomo ewa ha na yewenyisum de ebi wababa kansa jubedi na bakoro wano nde Bible quotation madre moye Isaiah chapter 30 verse 28 must be patient. Sometimes God makes us wait longer because the blessing is bigger. Nyambotar na butoyem usande otom bibia na yangopon nanga so obo ni wiaze onni mo kọ na mo banyinara no aza opero de mo oso sanema erepre apia ne sisia no nti mesre bo modern na hye na ma oye bibiara nye asomdwem wano ewo nda na pay aha West Coast TV Coastal Morning na yedre bro no ya bobo monzen na ye chiechia nwana woze wona free wode ato ni na ya catch one den ya mean show one na onye one kese na bibiara oda wana akoma pondo biara no obo ade na nkasa ontonsu pa ngodo mfamo wa titru se ewo oye aguna nkwanta market na return ande na ezewe free no era to West Coast TV and igwa no obokọ wano na ozamo na bibiara ya kama na mmomfa Isaiah chapter 30 verse 28 fananto na obobo na bibiara akọ kama ewo ho quickly ma momko for a quick commercial break maba ya kaka ye ho na yetu ye ho fo na ya hye ye ho nkran na yeze oye show no nke no ye de atuodo ha meeting the Benjamin Kobiafa. My friend probably mighty for short.
It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of a hunter, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't.
Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western region, Ahanta and Ghana at large.
Anda West Coast, anda mazedi edio, marmo Coastal Morning show, yegwazule, unumane bre, bawazi, debie, maye belane bomodna fuazo, chiamamie, keke bebe kwa witimo ya chichidie yo, anda West Coast TV moya.
Alright, welcome back to Coastal Morning on West Coast TV. Yana pay yedi nkoma wa na yedi nkoma yeba kaka ye ho na ye tutu ye ho fo se kaka ye ho na etu ye ho fa onya nimpa na sumdwe ihia na yero koyi na enimi ye besre de ebobo monzen na ama wa sumdwe aye paramount was at times yenya hoto osande eze obi na adwendwen na bed nde todo osumesi na wenye sika na sika no nya wahin oyeskefi osumesi na sebe nyame ehira no na wenye nyinche o eyimo belia odobo wa bugwa bokunu me nyize ya osumesi na nyame aye na adom na wenye awarepa o eyino na la waze wakwa enu kuna edu osumesi na wenya aketesi apapa ehwe benyina nanima edwene ho a entase wenya besia kama nice woman oh them party o used to forget kai nala na go be here the madwene adwene nyina no obesiden na waso etime focus na etim na enya sika obi enya erkedo yes cafe ne bi no chada wo dem peska nimpa neska yeskafi nso sika ni hu a ekono ho kwaji bibi sha hu kraje eni bebi a wadi skafi a bo modern twem wo na kwaji bi ai mesre nkrofo hu nsam keka bebrebe no oya na ya todo eye ka kan ya hu ye hye ya hu kwan bo nda na pebo so na wutiri pao usan de rekwa akoda no edi obi no ho adwen de hye wutirim Bari pa I say no fine no ko ye nyina na yetete ha na nko ti o fa hare be 2 weeks pepe wa se o chema focus to atadwe na onche bia atadwe sika bebem woni nda roba obe yiska dama na ke na nanum ga windi roba na ebinum nim de kokko no no sika wo mu dema na ka yene sase na ya fendi kokko nde abeska wo ma na ka yene sase na ya fendi aba mampere maka nyina de ebi wa na ton PK chewing gum attention be baba PK chewing gum do a wa adwene be yo de sunsun bi na oteyechi ewiase no Ecclesiastes nanga sample oka ono ne osenkafo no ose oye times and season dem bom epre ho na ekwaje wode nteba embre no boso a adze no ohwehwe no na ayo efi bebi ejina no etokodo ye mere na eye no with akomapa why not ya me bottom so pay good anapay bedase ewiase nyanse nyina nkitemu na adumbi na menya akwanya bi na etima betina na me no chede ma asemi ti American de nyame sure no ye okese na onto nkwanem na bibia da wa akoma pondo biara no onye na onfa mma aha ye West Coast Television Coastal TV anapay na ya adwendwe no ye di nkomo quickly emomodzen na yemrem na yemkofa de obon kraten na apodo na yemfam brown na jumedi no onkodo wa no ewa ha anapay I'm privileged to have I'm for one of the most controversial human beings ever asasi do ayenya and I been so like his intellect you cannot doubt it cause the guy makes deductive reasoning from every issue that you put to bear. He will tell you that massa margin now way there memfa wan ya adwene kra without fear or favor. One of the biggest social media activists our Ghana ha. There is no other than Cosmos Abakan, the legitimate agenda boss. Cosmos
Kobi
Keria
Yame adumio
de bela boko a
Yame zi adumla de brade ne
senior man raka
senior man raka
ene party memla kwanko wo fu ne mi sambo PB was this thing no
you agaba
mo wa show
he say hey I'm there hon we man scamper man ya ne ni hon do ko he say na mama ni say
ya ba ya
he say na ko jo ko me pe kan e ka no wale
be ya la shetkin
chale dizo na wono wa sheba
na takwa boko
de bra boko
Arman so be eligima mu atin the whole Ghana
Charlie
ne ekeze ye anyene wa the whole Ghana mlada
ame se de dikeme kwa kan ye kama anda mane
sure nura wan kwana be mazo ya himpa me ya one or two staff be but ne mayine elakane pa ne bukra pa
kanke Akotia is far from this place
exactly
at least the little more ame so ye kaba ya azo nke dance ye many more but around more they are closer to Akotia bokwa ka fidie ni dikeme ame so ye kwa kaba kama anda mane me almani ye yele almani ye yele nko I think 110 police stations na nko 9 ye nko ya
It is. All right, man. One name ya wolo no mo alolo rate ya bokozo ni abokozo. Me ya meka ayi bentumi ade to you.
Camera da.
Ka anda mezeme. Zezi ke boss wake.
Ya ye de an.
Ya hura no kra.
Me ya hura mo.
Kra.
Aguno ni ahura mo ani wanda.
Na aguno ni mra anda.
Ide jukum bizewa.
Na aguno ni
ahura anda ni wa. Ne ikeke okiyeti. Oza and oza aguna ni me iji aguna me ye je ni okiyuti
exactly because but mommy atue mommy I do can I label because anda mezeme me ni be work anya it is within their bloodstream their capillaries and arteries they be like label I don't like label cause was all right I said to the Herald newspaper Herald the front page the big story say how EcoBank Ghana caused Chief Justice Tokonus for me ewakia ex CJ Sufaya Ekufo stripped by her 2 landmark rulings, court 2-turned in Tokonu's impeachment. And so, like a TikTok women weep in court over offensive conduct against Mahama. NDC lawyer Bediako snatches Akwetia seat from his Galamsey client. That is what the Herald reported. Afenyo Markin and Azoka in political shadow boxing at Akwetia by-election. The big story. Afenyo Markin and Azoka in political shadow boxing at Akwetia by-election. I think you saw some of the footages and.
Oh yes, I think Azoka even made the pronouncement. Afenyo Markin and Ankasebe by-election about a photo. And my name Haneke. Looking at the presence of police, basically, men more be deployed Akutia were 5,500. Yeah. Yes, strike clear. But one polling station, Yenya Crown for about 46 policemen. 46. They wasn't enough to handle almost everything that happens at every polling station. And with the footage me and Yani, it appears relatively the process was very peaceful, with the exception of the presence of the political gurus. They come with their entourage, and some of the commentaries now they must be fuel some pocket of misunderstanding. Some of these things happen, but relatively the process very happened. It was very good. It was very peaceful.
Okay, then I'm what please name the more is and that can man any okay.
Okay.
Of Collins, Peter Kofi. Collins, yeah. And man, I will Jimapa, or Walima Bo Wale Bani Wakotia. Collins is one of our own. He's a hunter boy.
That's great.
Yeah. So yesterday he was there. I don't know. I've contributed on how Ecobank Ghana calls Chief Justice Tokonu's phone.
People is what exactly did Ecobank do?
I think a story in what page. I think on page 12, I said Osaka full story. The full page, the full story.
How more?
Ecobank contributed. Okay. NDC lawyer Bediako snatches Akwetia seat from his Galamsey friend.
But people say, be on the headlines.
It is serious sensationalism. But hey, all right. What the next week paying the Daily Banner. Hey, Mr. Yawas, you say King Mahama, the Ayatollah of Ghana. Chief Justice removal. Minority condemns president's decision. So the Daily Banner, the front page of the Daily Banner, the big story. Says Chief Justice removal, minority condemns president's decision. Kobe.
Chief Justice issue is totally. I think the one particular group more they've rallied behind the Chief Justice has been the minority in Parliament. So you ask yourself, okay, majority seems to be against the woman and minority seems to be for the woman. Okay. And let's also not forget it happened during the administration of minority, that's the NPP.
Okay.
Is the NPP telling us they are in bed with almost everything that happened? This issue, as one side already the political entities, the other side, the other side. As if woman become supporting. What's the reason for getting rid of the woman? What's your reason for supporting the woman?
Okay, I say key findings behind Chief Justice Tokonu's removal. I think they have 3 bulletin points. Said unlawful expenditure of public funds. The committee held that the Chief Justice caused the Judicial Service to pay travel expenses for her husband and daughter during private holiday trips in 2023, including per diem allowances. This, the report stated, was an avoidable and reckless dissipation of public funds. Then, second one, abuse of discretionary power. The committee found that her handling of the transfer of one Mr. Baden breached Article 296A and B of the Constitution, describing the act as misbehavior. Then the third one, interference in judicial appointments. The report also noted that she sought to bypass the established process for nominating justice of the Supreme Court, contrary to precedent set in the Ghana Bar Association case. The committee concluded this amounted to misbehavior.
So, Kobe,
yes,
you look at what has been put down here, it's clearly telling us there were reasons for which more the administration, the current government, says ye woman. Inti menade basis here the minority must be as more belle back the removal it's unlawful because a grammar the outline work assign. First one, unlawful expenditure, abuse of discretionary power.
Unlawful expenditure before more akoduane belani it has to be audited.
Okay.
So who audited her traveling?
So this is a question.
Auditor General's Department more audited before more both to
so you ask yourself, was that expenditure even audited in the first place?
If it wasn't audited, he couldn't have traveled. She couldn't have traveled.
What needs to be done?
Exactly.
How many more years in Ghana? What happened? If sometimes a BA can, like things can happen without passing through the proper channel. In the first of all, were those expenditures audited? But who audited those expenditures? What was the auditing report more by on those expenditures? Must compare a committee based as well as more back a cover unlawful expenditure. Indeed, if it's unlawful expenditure, the committee, the audit cover committee mobile audit expenditure. Many result of many recommendation.
But from the other breath and also before more, I think from education, they said the president used only Article 146. He based on that to remove the CJ. But before you can do that, you need to tackle Article 296, which says that you need a CI, a constitutional instrument. They could be passed as law. So that any time more apeke CJ Belani, we can dwell on that CI and do that. But there was not an established CI. More Ijinanozro Evegele Bale. Meso it breaches a certain article.
Minority concern basically is on care. But I said that going forward.
Exactly.
Okay, if that's the argument.
Then two, it was constitution in UK before more akora KCJ, unless there is a constitutional instrument, okay, which states that A, B, C, D. Yeah, Article 146 so it can care. Sa cry CJ as a president me. Sa cry CJ on the grounds of A, B, C, D. But on this note, it could be done when Article 296 complements it.
Okay, so we ask ourselves, and okay, I'll ask the minority care. First of all, the care. There have been some established misbehavior on the part of the CJ Mebayana.
Unless the constitutional instrument states otherwise, even if your travel expenses was audited by the auditor who was supposed to audit you, when we find any discrepancies around it, then you can be removed.
Okay, but in the constitution, it stated clearly misbehavior. Sure. Anything that amounts to misbehavior, it's a grounds for your removal.
Sure.
The committee is telling us they've established some of the actions, including the unlawful expenditure and abuse of discretionary powers now they amount to cover misbehavior more. It was constitution case CJ earlier. It's grounds enough for a removal.
Okay. Okay. All right. Your next paper zone now the national voice is so ever say King Mahama Ayatollah of Ghana.
Let me look out for that Ayatollah.
Ayatollah Ketukra. Page 3. Then there says SIGA charges Bui Power Authority to pay dividends in 2025. Story or page 8 of the National Voice. Ken Mahama Ayatollah. What's amounting for this Ayatollah? It is you. The Daily Gist. Mahama sacks CJ over per diem to fulfill campaign promises. This is what the Daily Gist is saying. Prior to 2024 campaign, then it was stated, and Esidun Ketia was caught on tape. Most of the NDC gurus, yes, they spoke vociferously that CJ, their appointments are coterminous to that of President Akufo-Addo. Made the Daily Gist a report here. He said Mahama sacked CJ over per diem to fulfill campaign promise. NDC flips Akwetia seat from NPP with cash. The full story on page 3. Azoka bodyguard slaps NPP vice chairman. Azoka is there. It will be Masawood.
The paper is reporting another one.
Okay.
Even when the man,
Masawood was trying to calm Azoka down.
The Maluma from the north. Azoka wouldn't take it. But on a more serious note, the man appears to be very violent. It's not good. Because at that moment, no matter what Masawood name any more boy, can't I mean how my day say be yo man it try it calm your nerve down. You at least listen to that person for some time. And so now if you realize he's not making sense, but right from the beginning, there were conversations more. It was that part was not captured on videos, but with Mayawone, Azoka didn't do well. I think NDC Mbambani, they need to keep him in check. Okay, yeah. Efutu Assembly blast Azoka over threats against Afenyo Markins. It is your baby. Words may usually they are very strong words. No, it's not
very strong.
It's not
and this one is a treasonable offense to me. Yes, because how can you tell someone that there will be by-election? Because I have to work and say, but they get so queen.
Sakwa persuade man is on NPP, NDC. No. On that grounds too, you forfeit your seat in Parliament. It is a quite convincing measure NPP by NDC.
Yeah, looking at the tone, now the by-election
it's election were relatively it was peaceful, but some of these pockets of issues money issues may and the environment may work with and can make some way be. It is a NPP NDC as a party say but support what the man did there.
Sure.
They should take steps to make sure man there are certain things either he apologize
apologies keka. TikToker made past the comments and national security invited him.
Okay,
they
so
picked him.
Either he apologizes or they handle it in any way may it fit.
So far as okay. It is so
is it the Malum Dikedios?
The chief Sofo Azoka.
It did Duma. It Malum Dikedios because I'm not but I used to title the call Sofo the Kamame. Chief Suzu Duma. My major concern like Idia Bunny. So Mbambani should not be acting in that way. I doubt get vacation.
About
age. Looking at the calculate dream, he's not been doing some of these things. nya and ni men yele say you could see ke mepo the kokra between the two
akramasa wudia
mepo ya okay yo so de be na azoka ya na ya dian wo ohane baba but abani momi yo so de be kokra po ikake he's not taking any of those things.
Last story man okay Sophia Akufu minority fire Mahama over CJ Tokono removal. Full story page 2. Sophia Akufu your former CJ. Yeah. So if fire Mahama or can care CJ may yele eden hanezo. It is you. The Ghanaian point. So it's a historic national security rules out integrated tech surveillance. Akwatia by election. Try anything by election will be held in your constituency. Crown markings and you know from Chief Azoka. Mahama left ban on state land transaction. Tokono's removal was handled like a treason trial. Former CJ Sophia Akufu. Wow. 16-year-old shot death at Galamsey site in Doma East. And you hear Sophia Akufu lady na you hear 16-year-old shot dead at Galamsey site in Doma East.
Yeah, mama Sophia Akufu. She has made public announcement several times. Yeah, Lily Hanemo Buluazo Bele handle. Yeah, mama Tokono issue see. She's not in support of almost everything that has happened, but I will ask her if they are supporting. Is it because there were constitutional breaches and there were some illegalities made in Baya Junior and exactly why in the committee and the whole process in Yaya Junior?
I don't know. Don't but charge you for treasonable offense. I can't remember the Papa Pow Swift. Yeah, most of the times you are not giving fair hearing. Well, I like to Rojokono, but I can't unhuni.
But Bamani, Kofrea, petitioning, Bamani, Bavaman is I.
Oh, yeah.
Even the stipulated time more careful responded, the Bamani more than that time. Emma Inyane, ample time va respond. This year, say a kake, but handle in a treasonable
so
way.
Did we hear her side of the story?
Made a response here, Anna.
So what was in her response?
First of all, the petition is that Yezi the content.
Yezi the content, yeah.
The response
Yezi content.
Yezi even the findings
exactly.
Committee.
Exactly.
The
we
findings
don't know what went into it.
For us to just come to the point, they say the Yedi. Oh, I knew right from the beginning, back yellow. Even during the campaign time, they said Baba. Say be a chance and but Allah petition petition it was in the pipeline it doesn't come as a surprise the next picture morning it trending was the EC boss.
Exactly.
And yesterday I was asking would they trust the election that will happen and because EC boss in mobile
exactly.
Because I say election
exactly. But I say Galamsey 16-year-old shot dead at Galamsey site in Doma East.
It's unfortunate and Kobe say Galamsey issues is it take a different direction, especially the sort of ammunitions more
Charlie
a war the Galamsey
many bakani
mame mulua dumping Emma Monke Chinese men but the pickups in Emma pop action gun mame pop action guns mamu the TV but Monke bejina pick up many beji pick up in mother but was about the pop action but what one like pick up what one but also beji mother like just like that big display pop action gun. And these are just not the ammunitions the guns may war site you. Some of them you know more about war site can what credible probably I didn't care about challenge Ghana police and the military, the only thing they will have above them numbers. Inti the otogalam say mo yemu aye the kema yele yesa ye left van mo yele yeze. I remember I'm your brother Sadiq Adam sports Obama. Yeah. The story beke. There was a forest bill Western region came on galam say yes. But forest yevni. Yeah. Na se luwa hani pena kwa. Along there is something happening forest inside. Na kwaka almost everything is there. Sure. And the forest and that place is being guarded by many more. But the Ghana
Nigerian.
Yes, it tells you the sort of minimalist camp number. Yeah, invite. So you careful near handle galamsey issues proper. You go do any terrorism. A political party be a crocodile John galamsey issue coming. Yeah, Dakila something else.
Said this no. So we have to take steps towards it. You are the daily analyst, also without fear or favor. The big story. Tokono did not get fair trial, so fire Ekufu fires. I think in the Council of State members.
Oh yes, or as a former CG.
Oh, okay. Then World Cup qualifies. Government slashes Black Stars budget by over $732,000. Oh, massa.
Governor.
Na my team work at many Bosquaya.
You see the whole issue about Zukwasemi or Blasters okay handleable, but I feel anka this shouldn't be the time more sure. Senanka secure qualification yeah. Then going forward because can't pay you June avenue.
Boy say some crowd ditch here.
Destiny elevation project.
But it is you.
Yeah, happening again.
US Canada
the castle. I
minister yeah crab one I say.
Yes. Mammy dear me them ten care use question shall ye or blasters and okay yeah boy but then Ken and kiss camper you would do the baby evening. I think we have just 2 matches to go. Sure. And that 2 matches
crucial matches. 2 crucial matches. Say you crazy secure Mali draw.
Now and win
until
you should have given them almost everything that it was catered and point. Sure. Then you raise there, going forward. Mama dear, I have never liked the idea. It should be a package. A qualifier. I was today.
Minimum Bowale 2009 under 20 World Cup. Bosque in I think last year was last year.
This guy Ajingo Beto. Yeah. He go around they can care Bosque.
Mama Nikuni yeje.
No, they deserve Bosque. Yeah. Na more than 15 minutes more Mzamano was yeah call boy. Your boy report. Care this hey more they deserve their money. Just that I feel okay was quite a fair pumbo, but it becomes a distraction. A year package. Okay. Qualifiable yeah. And the media to click a qualifier because Ghana need. I qualify we not and only the bill a year.
Because what said be full of
Babo. May in my case issue, but yes, you say me I have one much better you disco. You have one much. Na you cry when too much and then I win a capable busco. Meanwhile, it's a package, a whole package care. But qualify World Cup yeah. Wins more than animals say face come boom because I qualify win. I remember this man, Reverend Oseko. Yeah. You really current players care. But match Belebusco. Yeah. Because Reverend Oseko fini full money. They feel care money in the body. Look at minimum the last time we won in the Afghan money. Yeah. Sure. As at now. Ghana Poleba promises more. A Bimo won the trophy. He doesn't come as a surprise. Afghan, yeah. Some good ball boys are quite carrying you to go over. Ghana of all nations, Afghan, you are qualified. Chan, you are qualified. To one more a Demo Africa, Madagascar, Boko Chan. Madagascar.
Be more channel me very my Scapper pedicare call.
Poverty alleviation.
Exact. May the project you. Cosmos mo attack mo answer the project yo. The project farm mama MBA mo. It's yes Sambella. Sports Minister Kofi Adams. I'm begging you in the name of God. Boy say Bosco Assembly mo farmer be. Say ye by day mponi e be wo abenabo qualifier. See na the government about me can me on the same daily analyst he said I am not a coward from Afenyo Markins response to Chief Azoka me so it okay me Afenyo say it a coward na politics bava cowardice bava be politics it's a Afenyo response here.
Mammy dear, once more, but to ababble you more, it's not going to happen, and I can cause any chaos or I could hear election at 3. They should go and handle their issues. Yes, because some of these things you will Ghana politics. Chief Azoka, Mizzi Kakumeda, but said Kakuma is not Kenny. Yeah, ye debate after your social South King. A be a day will do it in one, that's why the order to and that won't happen. But said the grounds can happen and because of tension, I didn't say fuel, they be more. It will lead to some chaos. You will me, but they come back on board.
All right, Chronicle. Also, Nezewaha. Mose Akwatia by-election is over after threats and intimidations. A 25-year-old illegally transfers 303,000 from Stanbic Bank customers' account to his Momo account. Police arrest 8 suspects illegal miners at Pechi number 1. There, 25-year-old illegally transfers 303K from Stanbic Bank customers' account to his Momo account.
Kobe, I think transactions or internet is all now. I think they should strengthen the security more for what farmer here. Because it's likely that you couldn't have a transfer it will be more young and enlightened and educated person. Make me a what of minimum and woman on yesterday easy. But you both call be more money other account in the point. But let's say that and people will not have any idea of the war which come by your account in I'm here it is services I'm here usual. Minimum render those services to say MTN at the banks na the okay be strengthen basic security no some of these things will not happen. It's becoming too much. The fraud there was customer with that bank and I money other network it's especially MTN there it's becoming just too much.
All right, police arrest 8 suspected illegal miners at Pechi number 1.
Kobe, some of these arrests, some of us, it doesn't excite us. There be any more galamsey jenny and I care what's happening. Galamsey here very strict salabe and I care some serious be cracked down. Not some 3 arrests, 6 arrests being at the debit. Galamsey me, you should fight Galamsey head on. Me initially the sort of may happen around Galamsey, it becomes just too much.
Sure.
Ammunitions and weapons and it's clear boy sometimes to come and it's camp okay. It's good when you sure. They can buy almost everything. Yeah. Somebody made an argument sometime because what if they get some terrorist group be? It will go more than price maybe okay. Ghana can't get outside there. A block see. Oh yeah. Be okay to make a dollar. How more but yet to do okay. That time when you go board for about okay. How more yet to do okay. They are supply by almost everything, especially weapons maybe here. See it in
it is you.
Into Galamsey made the more okay. You should not be toying with Galamsey issues. We make political statement out of this Galamsey issue, man. I'm there, it will get to a point more. Okay.
All right. The insights. The insights. The insights. Like a Victory Day parade. International frontier. China's commemorations. A call for world peace. China's commemoration day, they invite Vladimir Putin. Oh yeah,
senior man.
Yeah, they invited North Korea. Be leader.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be.
My a trial in the Israel.
Then I think the Iranian leader, the Palestinian leader too was the Iranian leader. Okay, is part of the Palestine group, so they were there. Mama the sort of many more be invited be or China car. Many buffer
all these countries, I think they aim the one pay. They just want to break the dominance of America.
The petrodollar system.
America might be dominance like ever break and a country like America so a break be dominance now. They just need to join forces with other stronger countries and sana. And they say alayel wanyukaye any bad thing against them here. What should be your fear? Ghana fear Ghana mother say but yellow I'm the youngest baby, the only people maybe could marry the Europeans and the Americans. One able to do because they supremacy. One more but be mad. I mean, your problems the hunger and the basic necessities of life. You okay? But constant supply of electricity. Oh yes. Abi more come queen. Nyeni medweno mo it different from abi me here. Mo be me. They should handle it well be level. I mean so yedwene.
But more often than not, also geopolitical tension, most of the times it rippling effect is very great on us.
Oh yes. It was very bad and adverse effect every year. So now I'm here, man, I you move a local de cabra. Indeed, your continent move up over Cambonoa. You move up Equana. Indeed, ma'am, higher. More they should be thinking about this, that they should be struggling for the power among themselves. I'm here, wheat, the bread. Yeah, pay clear. Not some of those things in the world. They should be handled their issues. I'm also down.
All right. The Informer. The Informer say on Chief Justice page 4. Are you able to reject grounds for removal? Attaching proposed wealth theory. President must not appoint CJ to strengthen judicial independence. Pebu. Banzma bepeke bakava ozo CI mu akwa bakava ka
you see
Pebu's accession here.
Ojokomo Martin Pegui kind. I think I agree.
Na marriage mo ba fabo wura CI no ansa na ba ya.
Because ma ashasi ahane some of these things be outline how pomo the next one will be later.
Exactly.
I think it's the reason Timon Bimo they are saying if those things are not done yet, ni eyele nanka monmo be lebeten ke be year. I'm a problem may or country like a president and the leader of government. He were a lot of power.
The executive,
but power is be too much.
Too much.
What say the judiciary reserve be here and never appoint be leader. That should have been the way to go. But then if you okay, the political entities and the political is almost to care about the person will not be aligned to them, and the person may not be doing an independent work, but will be doing the bidding of another political party. I think there's a cause there, like they wouldn't have much problem. Certain institution like you be better boy, you be better leader, but then they busy how they manipulate certain things. Sure. Somebody will be doing the bidding of another person.
Jen Mensah. Deputies face removal. Varsity don't predict. Page 2.
Yeah, Mammy James, I came a joke on my bahane. CJ Poe, a fast pass, because James, I made you comment back.
Yeah,
Mammy, dear, I've had problem with deputies more. I'm told they are politically exposed. Mammy, I've said on countless occasions, anyone who is politically exposed an institution like EC, that person should not go closer to that. Nti meme yezi Ghana ni I just say be more say abeke ikeleke dan ke me really I see don't get your personality profile. Like he was just straightforward and categorical like the men should go. I see don't get the chairman for the ruling party.
But Haruna Idrisu asked a question. He asked why should she go? What has she done? Marriage was Basaki Mensa.
Other question maybe okay bizarre. I say don't get here. I say don't get here and many more they believe ke the Mensa should go. Believe ke he was in bed with the MPP and politics say they call for a game of interest.
Sure.
And the how mom say your money would journey if you are not careful. Government bill about say CJ say EC. Government.
It is also elabora.
But I'm just here right from the time more you be for Jan Holly.
Yeah.
We've had problem with almost everybody bill.
Yeah, every institution bill.
Mama, I'm man can one sister station care. Man ko for the first time me baba. Ma said I'm my baba. He second time me money I use jikin. But ma said I'm ke mama had issues with Afarijan. ABI it happened but because ni radio, ni TV, ni social media.
Afarijan was there.
Ma hake come into the Afarijan is the only thing like may have by serious like but mama ni ba yen wo ni me event normal. But that position I was no why
yeah.
Certain simple profile. Exactly. Those were the only small issues and it was an issue there. He said they did but just after Farijan, yeah, my Charlotte was in opposition. MPP had issues with her.
Everything that she did.
NDC, so they've had issues right from the day more woman they appointed. They've had issues with her till now. And the more NDC as a party there, I doubt they be called case behind ke woman by time on could 2 years bella yearly. I really doubt.
Okay. All right. My story I say acquisition of cannabis license. NACOC wants public. You know, afahura weed you know work the license and sana.
I haven't take one.
Yeah. They also have a Kokena. Work the license. Now, them decay by this time, the senior man be an
Indigo license.
But
license now.
Easy care. Also, hembe more, boduamo, yea, we say either certain chemical composition be the 0.03. Oh yeah.
Okay.
But okay, across do in a commercial quantity now by export here.
Edike adu na buy na what if bodu ebebe ni bodu boku azene ba vaccine den mo ni be ejima we pe be jinjipa be ejima ozo ai part ahembe awon ya mo aseda la said ke okun ba mo be pe
ala crop
ma mo be pe
Daily Graphic say NDC Bedu elected Akwetia MP. Never Daily Guardian, you know. Okay, Justice Tokonu's removal ignites public reaction. Committee finds her guilty of misbehavior. IGP engages special operations team on Savannah conflict. The story more with the Daily Guide. Yeah, you know the big one. NDC Bedu elected Akwetia MP. Now also Bedu do my Mami Mabella, I just want to, dig. Cause name is one of our cultural identity. Case where identify. Mami, I am Bodumala, some create Kakumazo. Certain names, yeah. Yes. I can easily tell. Kokuvi. Yes, Kokuvini say mede anake no but from Kojo Gakpo as a Azo Netherlands
Nake.
Also had to be a chair.
The Netherlands is okay.
It's okay.
He did and care in Madazuki.
Being a gapu. A full gapu.
He made us okay between Togo and Ghana. But the Kakume war were in here. It's can be a citizen of
it's baby, you have a better to now.
Secretaries in Yaka.
Exactly.
Okay, the mamma. I'm here, the bed one at the bird.
Yeah, the badu. But
it
has
been
yes.
Okay.
The care Joanna. Me lady more the ayu Memphis Central.
Okay.
Meso
is okay.
Mame.
And I do my
that is what I believe. In the
Kujo. Okay. Kujo is the different says one. But can't care your matrilineal name patrilineal. If your is a day mother yet okay. I'm a side there but
also Oze Madazokia.
No, I'm a Delta and Kak now, but in terms of inheritance, in the deco, can't come here the can't my deco in side. Just that you can years but a buying the Kakumo, your bob, Swanake, ye dear qua, a inside here.
Okay, I think most of the papers are reporting Akwatia and CJ, Akwatia CJ. But the new crusading guide say the Ashaman haste, dramatic twist as police special unit bust cartel robbing farmers. Hey. Ashama me it is you. Akra graphic front page. Bobwa like a biye rotu ni bolodi kwa track no. Balaboko.
Balaboko na gaya but I go over.
Oh na masa.
You may I go over. Okay, fast.
Say awu ade de anke orotu ni.
Nikuni
very
say I engage farmers here. I just had there be more conscience and I would tin yes and Casana you will not have some
post I be more garden
Mampo de be send pole label amajino because yeke yela said that you usually nyeni nyeni made machines ni omo yeni nti yesila ye hu amela ye yesi e be kala loto ke yoroto jima for those na say more atodula na akoko wu anaka kazeza within some 15-30 minutes la
it's too bad
mo uji mama ke 15-30 minutes ka kazeza kokola ni mi kuni la
we rent a truck so
na kai ni bi ndi se current
masa oh no like the camera hani ni ke
I engage farmers yeah ndi ya me jono make me mo boko to farmers be mo be shedala be zike otoni 5 cedis ewo twonu ne bo odo 1 cedi
but say akọ the akodo de wholesale ya say akọ site ya me bro wazi
no e bro wazi mam kan ka reason de ke akodon de
sure
transport cost dey be okaka 1 cedi more akwa twonu sakotoni ke 5 cedis akodo 1 cedi wo nikuni mo iduwa ke wo orotu na wa transport cost 1 cedi we dan ni wa 2 cedis no more add on 5 cedis nti mo wa do wa pane wa ehwe on fast with 3 cedis ahead of the farmer mo me less work e just got 1 cedi
kan farmer ya I believe ke made impo de ezunyamene because iluale ya ye de bela
it's the reason to personally ke also small farming it's a commercial one momza me ye namza ma ho
exactly
consumer ke straight there easily get it but and the kentike akonka bi e banchi gini
yeah light one dey say ye makon
the sombulo be make baka mo na so nkuni kodoni times 3
yeah
the
but me post a farmer Tony and le
he
or she is very happy
many more farmers say most of them minimum by year on large scale they hand to mouth from most of them belly frustration but going work grammar value those really because they hand to mouth from Cotimo's campaign at the K9. More ya di cocoa. Sure. More scampers in the Kunis Babaja. A Kaisha Busua. And the eyes are need some disappointment on when it's so unfortunate. The Daily Statesman, so okay, the stories they are all, reporting. CG. Banana Republic, the Daily Searchlight is a Banana Republic tokonus removal, a rig morale. Sophia Ekufu, page 2. Okay, state lands acquisition, double speak. Mahama targets MPP reign, but claims it is not political. Jan Kujo supports 400 graduates with data cash. Balaye ya like you. Joanna Jan Kujo. Omka ke real day. Yeah. Memphis Central. Yeah. One more than na real do na. I support him ameni so. Ya ko lonu morning definitely. Ezuyaki. Okay, but mama dey me say be did my baba my year word kakmo bowo ya. I think one woman be from Abuade. Or Boase, former MP, but former MC, Mufole, you will social media, how more Boase can it tells you there's someone more, a signboard, if I'm under man, that place. People really love her. They really love her. The Kabela more, I will be learning, and under my ambassador. Okay, so you need to represent under man very well. The Kabela. Oh, okay, Ben Bazo Moto Meti as a King Ayatollah Muhammad Bazo Meti tour. So it is sarcastic. Oh, yeah. There's this company like King Muhammad now controls judiciary from minority. Okay. Is it Ayatollah? Is a title given to a high-ranking cleric in Shia Islam, particularly in Iran. Ayatollahs are revered for their expertise in Islamic law, theology, and jurisprudence. They often serve as spiritual leaders, guides, and interpreters of Islamic teachings. Until they come back, it is some fine way, sarcastic way. Me. Yeah, interpret the constitution. Yeah. How much is that? If Belane. Oh, Charlie. Hey. Okay, so president lifts ban on sale of state land. But it's company. Ben you score one up car to and Belane. Some talk. Assembly can same can be mkoda. Ebi o can buy but portion more say belebechin amrade o say amrade more back ra be ya yini. But one more than I have this question to ask. Okay, more me real Ghanaian times here we na me also questioning about Julius Deborah. Julius Deborah was tested with the Akwatia by-election according to my sources from the inner engine room of the NDC caucus. The Akwatia by-election was a test run for Julius Deborah's candidacy. Or say about Kenny. Ghanaian Times they say acquire re-license from NACOC only. Public cautioned. Because license say alenya be with the cabelo unless ka na what is my Kenya. The brothers. Edike anya chance more akoluwa na ke akabasini kidenu anyhow because I just code the license. Okay, code the license. Any car I buy. So I did to I but I just code the license. Yeah. When I got this now back. Okay. Now konata baza be crowd sound na be kai na se baka mo za. Na ga be crowd sound saying. Na the be hello sound. Because I go through physical examination and sign up our mo. So do ko tikena be crowd mo be crowd you know be crowd sound na say ba fa yipo bo kwa stand ba fa license ba. Hey, it is you. All right. Okay. Yeah, you can have a little rate ya bokozo ni have muako ya vezi Cosmos the story more yet nyokomo ya discuss okay. I want you to also share your thoughts and your view on some of the issues that will be discussed this morning here when the
political commentators come in. Say I call for a quick commercial break and we are about to transfer. But Mbiza also questioning, according to the inner caucus from the NDC, from a strong deep throat source, says the Akwatia by-election was a test run for Julius Deborah because he handled everything there. Everything concerning the by-election was left in the bosom of Julius Deborah. It's a cry. Will Julius Deborah be a good material for the NDC? Let's go for a quick commercial break. When we are back, the show still continues.
It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of Ahanta, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others.
Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western Region, Ahanta and Ghana at large.
West Coast, Anganda Mazadio, Marmo Costa Morning Show, Yugazule, Unumane Bre, Bawazi, Debie, Maya Belane, Bomodna Fuazon, Chiamami, Kekabe, come with Moya Chichidio, Nanda West Coast Steve Moya Kabuake, Yakanda Buakamo, Mapebelani Woodmo, and West Coast TV, Yabelian down comment. Now could there be Maya Belani on Mare for Azobenimia, Yababamo, Never Mane Kamaswedia, Yabwe. Asanka yebua yebo anda bua kama bua anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze neri anda onkomo anda ekane yazwa anda.
And the show still continues on West Coast TV. Before we left for the commercial break, we are asking that is Julius Deborah the best bet for the NDC? Because according to my deep throat source, says that the elections was left in the care of Julius Deborah to handle, and it was set as a test run for Julius to test the waters of his candidacy. That is what we are making. Cosmos, yelling come over Kena was also covered in the crew.
Kobe.
Yes, sir.
Once more, you did John Dramani Mahama. Once more, you did John Dramani Mahama a survey in his last term. More per the constitution. If nothing happens going forward, he'll contest the presidency. Definitely.
Is that President Mahama is there? I don't want to joke. Okay,
he'll contest the
contest. 10 billion.
If nothing happens.
Oh, okay. Condition.
Nothing happens. He'll contest it. Definitely, there will be the need for a new face and a new force. May it can lead the NDC into 2028 general election. I think there are names mobile app. My favorite, Haruna Idrisu.
It was uncle favorite.
The general of Ghana politics, General Asiedu Ketia, Julius Deborah Crown, the current finance minister.
The great minister too.
Okay.
Okay.
My mom is the last person making out there. The finance minister.
Finance minister idea. I think it's a rumor.
Okay.
It's in the rumor mill. It's not airtight. It's in the rumor mill.
Okay.
But many more care boko. More many zike they are running.
They've expressed certain level of interest.
Exactly. Yenibenya asedun getia.
General.
Yes, echo. Now asedun getia echo. Say ichusu. Your current Speaker of Parliament, Speaker Baben, as a running mate.
Baben is survey. Say if said no.
I just want to make certain things clear so that the general public will have a feel. If the former vice president, if the current vice president had contested, she would have gone for Haruna Idrisu
as a running mate.
Exactly.
Nake Haruna Idrisu so name Simo by Ape Idumaka.
Initially, Haruna showed interest, but when the woman's interest came, there was an alliance between Haruna and the woman.
Like Haruna says, sweeping not can vote if I'm a
ballet, na ballet, so Julius said, "Yeah, it's clear." Julius
ever amazing.
Is the Eastern region.
Yeah. Okay.
Julius said, "Pick a ballet."
Come on, okay, picking my favorite you. Rolling say guy. Yeah. If I just that can't say call your zar.
Rolling say as it stands now, she has an ambition. Yeah, so she doesn't want to
be a running mate.
Exactly.
But running mate could propel into.
But running mates me.
But and the running mate may buy a present.
Such a
cannot nimoli made I ashada in Mao performance say affected.
But within the NDC, when this era fades, when they fizzle out, there is this gentleman called Kimani Rawlings.
Oh, okay. Rawlings is
sure. So just watch. These are some of the stories more. Julius.
Kobe, it say is there need a case study and a test for Julius. Yeah, I think he has delivered.
Sure.
He deliver.
Sure.
Because first of all, in my processing more very calm, cool. Yes, as we deliver city, Ivama the NDC city, all like Ablekuma.
Sure.
Money they needed the seat so much. Bakavaka in a simple majority.
Yeah.
They just to come and add up to the numbers. And I listened to Asia Dinket America came city bill and Nikamo safer DL. Even Kofra or Keko contesting position by MPP Nina say I don't care qua. He left a killer because he's not party. And he made a in 92 when NPP boycotted the parliamentary contest. The NDC had 139. That's where he wants to get to. He could there to add up to Ozona Messe.
Oh, okay.
Now is a Ghana ma, you like a Ghana ma, you have okay. You move you go to one Ghana ma 5 baby Harley Israel. See a kake because Ghana ma was no Ghana kinti 2 mobile Harley Israel, ye yakube mobile back at there in Jacotia City, and if they come American, if they test a farmer, Julius Debra, then he he may be internally a local Kenya 100 score, but a bassi to the standard, a result in between 80 to 100.
Okay. All right, Cosmos, you hear morning discussion on some of the issues we'll be discussing when the political commentators join us. Said one, does President Mahama's removal of Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokonu strengthen judicial accountability, or does it undermine the independence of the judiciary?
I wouldn't say it undermines the independence of the judiciary. It just tells the judiciary if you are working, that's why you in line with the constitution. That's a akofa nyenibefa bata one. You wouldn't say because it's an arm of government more without a jinti a jinti a beer letano say betano and better and white. They are telling you betano in line with the lay down procedure and the constitution more. Yeah, more yeah. Also, I interpret people. May I don't see that as undermining the independence of the judiciary.
Okay. But does it not breach the separation of powers? Code of conduct and all that, or this is accountable to checks and balances.
There's something called separation of powers. A bill independently, but there's also checks and balances. Or a bill so a level of authority based into a bill in exercising your duty, say, I but then, Ujiman, they have every right to evaluate Ejimama. All powers made that way. As you see in the conference of
the confines of
Malaya, and you've gone beyond is it small excess more we can let go, and you've gone. Madam declare president if says step beyond Malaya. We wouldn't say the executive army an arm of government into a letter. He will be cautioned and say a step too much more if they do a certain amount as well. The whole world, Donald Trump. Donald Trump tell me the president arguably the most powerful nation we are Meponi. But starting the impeachment processes against him and you more easy what happened. They undermining the independence and of the judiciary. They are telling you there's a power beyond ODMO. If I say if I can.
You okay. Then you hear the by-election.
Let me be quick to add this. But then say if I say if I can. But it shouldn't be such that a bill to do can't say they come at honey. See, you establish lay down structures in your money. A lemma bill to do and let's say can be like anyhow. Yeah, be banner said the bill market, you like a man, Maga. Menoye Dima, but the previous administration, appointed. Yakoya in Lanam can any my. But this political expression, you are making my party unpopular. Nikki, let's say, those are things more. We are torn between checks and balance properly. Nay, yelama be exercise authority because the other one age men one just that you are not comfortable with age man more yanaki who Messi say see Malay ekake yellow as well.
Okay. I think anamane akra social media name mami ni baka be say ebi e work ni ane the next CJ mo bako appoint me ile tu hani o na auditor general ya vet traveling allowance ni debela na bale badanu ebi e work ni ane me we dongana ni awa hane pe mo at the Chief Justice no Ghana came on Asumobu my nike adiale anyhow me
nike adiale anyhow
yes
na le anyhow
hey me so ko be china so baba ba na dia baba ba yo beti we are treading on a very dangerous ground.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds it's very slippery. Ba. Yeah, second one says is the outcome of the Akwatia by-election a microcosm of Ghana's broader political mood as we find ourselves now.
Some can say yes.
Okay.
And some can say yes, just that yes, I'm not sure I'm coming more coy more because Akwatia before Almani election, now they've gone for 9 elections from 92 up to 2024.
Yeah.
NPP in year 5.
Yeah.
NDC in year 4. It clearly tells you
92 me let's take it out because 92 the NPP boycotted.
Yeah, the fact that NPP boycott doesn't mean Abian winning. The NDC winning.
Okay.
He won against any other person. I don't know more contest but the NDC winning. Just that if they are making political argument, they started from 96 since NPP ma contest also CT, then they start from that place. Sure. But you can number of time when NDC winning number of time when NPP winning 84. NPP momu winning 5 year, NDC momu winning 4. It clearly tells you can city it a bill is safe haven. From 92 to 2000 the NDC man. From 2000 till 2012 the NPP man. 2012 to 2016 Baba Jama a time the NDC. I must say 2016 to 2020. 2020 to 24 NDC. 24 up to the time of the unfortunate demise of Yedibenya and his community NPP man. So the only party more it was where shed Kimela NPP Ewakotia from 2000 to 2012. Okay. And Sana Baba Jama Ibani more than I must say Suban. With that place, it simply tells you it's a swing seat.
It's a swing seat, okay.
A bill of me and one, say and a monitor election result from Akwetia. 96 is the only time more a very huge gap. That's 9,000 plus. Sure. In the recent years, after 2000, the only person meaning very huge win, Mele Amase.
Yeah.
Amase had over 5,000.
The hairdresser.
Yes, and San Almane. Before Almane, Yedibenya and his comedian, did the third highest.
Okay.
May in 2063.
Oh, okay.
But Almane, I think it's close to 3,000. Into Mayor replacement. The simple tells you that Ediabila, Mama Kimi, Umbela, and Sakura winning. Come, into Yelloqua, Kajina Mezo like I care because NDC winning tea. You care. The general political atmosphere meant more in my boom. If you can say a crack kind when a can issue the debate seat. Okay. Bolulu 30%. Yeah, but the cross on continue be occupying 30 and 50 and 49 baby boom. Then you can say, oh, I'm my boy. Me wabema bokura bokulu so gabuma bevomini. But I can be making me a umbelani. Say cry in the city. But then across on care. The incumbency may NDC man beside it. Message wali because most of the campaign messages more Mame I felt they were emotionally blackmailing why mama what to mama
that's some mafia
my government can develop that area. To some extent they know how more if you vote for somebody who is in opposition equal parliament equal war as an opposition.
Complain make Vaka like
the general election one general election easier be me win.
Sure.
Inti sama me party plan win most party. Yezike for the next 3 years. The NDC here but as well. Inti sa to me people near equal were you minority but sitting quiet no busy minister be office then do stuff. Me in my ear but then the our mama bow man if I am realistic I think then you could figure some a year ago our mama boy it was we are better relaxed. I said I am wanting the beginning to develop you could but then there's some sort of hope be more as it come as we with exception of fuel more that is wrong my fuel my cabinet.
Oh, go and check.
No, okay. From the Kakuma way. But watch it, I'll be many to watch it 25 cities. I want to watch it 25 cities. The Bella lessons. I'll be many to girly one cup. It's come people are label beating them. Your pocket is said about there's some sort of hope be saying some level of influence before election may happen, but generally, you can get the main tipotting to a can say the string in the damper.
So you cannot, according to Morning, that should tell us that is the shouldn't be the microcosm of a political mood in the broader spectrum. Okay. Then you assess the health of Anumani by election in Akwetiya. Like the general overview, the health of Akwetiya's by election, how it went and Accra, was it free and fair? the military, the presence of the police, heavily deployed policemen, political parties. Did they conduct themselves well? They did expose any weakness in Ghana's electoral system?
So far, me share no money and come tell the military the presence grounds. Okay. Minimum the 5,000 policemen more IGP promised they will be deployed to Akutia and Mane. Generally, Almane election many work need very peaceful. Generally, because if I compare general election it be a general election pocket of issues from different places. Here you high would more make election issues one way. It be okay by constituency issues. Last one say the camera what happened at Akutia and Mane jikin bela. But Almane dear with the feedback near money some ballot box snatching and be most be preventing Yashadala happening. And the general political parties be conduct bomb just on few elements be able with more be commentaries be pronouncement be layer kaba asum julia kaba but generally but two sides more say remember the percentage I'll be giving both of them around 75 72 that be more than especially the masses minimum betty by masses the killing bambani more visibly the political party see by mini one of my pronouncement they bon any be ma by Mexico general and say they performing very well in terms of the atmosphere whether conduct
all right. Cosmos, Malawase, but I'll call him on me. Yeah, that he didn't come.
Yes.
You really there's MPP more many 5 but violate for nominations to lead the party. Let's mark them. Let's match them. We have Johnson Asiedun Ketia for the NDC.
General Mosquito.
Johnson Asiedun Ketia. Sakraba Facebook here. Na yelling come okay. Johnson Asiedun Ketia. Honorable Julius Debra. Haruna Idrisu. His name has popped up. This guy, the Agric minister is, I've forgotten them. Something Owusu. Yeah, the Agric minister. Agric minister will be also vying, and then the recent one, which is in the rumor mill, is KCL Ato Forsang. Yeah, will be also vying. Then the side of the NPP is also 5. We have Honorable Kennedy Akomprekwe Japan. Kennedy Japan will be vying. Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia. Bawumia will be also vying. Dr. Oseya Educhum, yeah, will be vying, the former education minister.
Eric Opoku.
Eric Opoku, yeah. Agric minister Eric Opoku, yeah, has shown interest and he will be vying. Dr. Osei Educhum, and we have Dr. Brian Achampon will be also vying. And then the last one is Engineer Kwabna Ejapon, yeah, will be also vying. Cosmos, let's look at these 2 men. I think this one calls for a quick commercial break. Then when we are back, then we sit down and analyze these names, see who is who. When this one faces this one, how will it turn out? Let's go for a quick commercial break. When we are back, the show still continues.
It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of Ahanta, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't. West Coast TV, grounded, brave, it's ours. It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of Ahanta, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't.
Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western Region, Ahanta and Ghana at large. Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western Region, Ahanta and Ghana at large.
It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of Ahanta, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture. It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of Ahanta, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak.
Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western Region, Ahanta and Ghana at large. Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western Region, Ahanta and Ghana at large. Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western Region, Ahanta and Ghana at large.
It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of Ahanta, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't.
Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western Region, Ahanta and Ghana at large. Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western Region.
It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of Ahanta, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't.
Anda West Coast, anda mazedi edio, marmo Costa Morning show, yegwazule, onumane bre, bawazi, debie, maye belane bomodna fuazon, chiamamie, keke bebe kwa witimo ya chichidie yo, na anda West Coast TV mo ya kebuake, ya kanda buaka mo, maye belane wonmo, mane West Coast TV, yebeli anda onkome, na kudebie, maye belane onumane fuazo bene mie, na yebeba omo, na yevihiri mane kameso ediara, yebwe, asanka yebua yebo anda bua kama bua anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze neri anda honkomo anda ekane yezwa anda West Coast anda mazedi edio marmo Costa Morning show yegwazule onumane bre bawaze debie maye belane bomodna fuazon chiamamie keke bebe kwa witimo ya chichidie yo na anda West Coast TV mo ya kebuake ya kanda buaka mo maye belane wonmo mane West Coast TV yebeli anda onkome na kudebie maye belane onumare fuazo bene mie na yebeba omo na yevihiri mane kameso ediara yebwe asanka yebua yebo anda buaka mabo anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze neri anda onkomo anda ekane yezwa anda
Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western Region, Ahanta and Ghana at large. Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western Region, Ahanta and Ghana at large.
It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of Ahanta, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't. West Coast.
Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western region, Ahanta and Ghana at large. Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western region, Ahanta and Ghana at large. Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is
It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of Ahanta, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't. West Coast TV, grounded, brave.
Anda West Coast, anda mazedi edio, marmo Costa Morning show, yegwazule, onumane bre, bawazi, debie, maye belane bomodna fuazon, chiamamie, keke bebe kwa witimo ya chichidie yo, na anda West Coast TV moya yake buake, ya kanda buake mo, maye belane wonmo, mane West Coast TV, yebeli anda onkome, na kudebie, maye belane onumane fuazo bene mie, na yebeba omo, na yevihiri mane kameso yediara, yebwe, asanka yebua yebo anda bua kama bua anda la wule West Coast TV bra bawaze neri anda onkomo anda ekane yezwa anda West Coast anda mazedi edio marmo Costa Morning show yegwazule onumane bre bawaze debie maye belane bomodna fuazon chiamamie keke bebe kwa witimo ya chichidie yo na anda West Coast TV moya yake buake ya kanda buake mo maye belane wonmo mane West Coast TV yebeli anda onkome.
Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western region, Ahanta and Ghana at large. Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western region, Ahanta and Ghana at large. Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what's happening in Western region, Ahanta and Ghana at large.
It begins on the coast where Ghana greets the sea. In the heart of Ahanta, voices rise with purpose. This is where stories breathe, where truth finds light. From news to culture, from the village to the world, we cover what matters. We speak what others won't. West Coast.
You are pay good reading come over ha studio high heated so when you know so catch me man ka waso wa hade na erehwe bi e wa ha quickly ma monko Facebook na monko kenkan messages awa ba na anapay nsama yare dwendwen no yemfa ni nyina yemfa ntoto na akwanim na yemfa mmo. This one is coming from Oya John Amponsa aka Sub-Zero say good morning senior. Things are not moving well in Ahanta West. NDC has nothing to offer to Ghanaians. It's time for NPP to unite the party. Special greetings goes to Dr. Baumia and incoming women's organizer for Ahanta West constituency, Sauda to Shaibu from Sub-Zero Eusejo. Big Pro says I'm watching you live from Takwa. You can also keep yours coming for us to have a smooth conversation. Quickly, Cosmos is still here. We do a little below 30 minutes on this one, and we discuss the presidential hopefuls for each political party. We are going to pair them and match them boot for boot. We are looking at the NDC's hopeful, that is the General Johnson Asiedu Nketia, as against Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. In a likely event, if these two people are elected by their, party faithfuls, Cosmos, what's your take? Weighing these two people, Johnson Asiedu Nketia, the NDC version of Kennedy Japan, and Kennedy Ohene Japan, the MPP version of Johnson Asiedu Nketia.
Kobe said Johnson Asiedu Nketia, popularly known as General Mosquito, said if he comes up against the Kennedy Akompreko Japan, I think it will be the most interesting election more it can happen. Looking at the two of them, their character more for play. They came as Ashansia Hanela. Johnson Asiedu Nketia, he's just an NDC version of Kennedy Japan. He says things as they are supposed to be said. He's somebody who is realistic. Like they are calling he tells you say the same way Kennedy Japan ede. Yezi be private life. Okay. Be personal life yezi but ma be presented be kre am ye kan mojo kwa. Ibani strategies our election no I play very key role more many people ba when we election no say tie Kennedy Japan interview say e may dey to care there a lot of nyeni more MPP before win especially 2016 election the men need some other many be supervise those nyeni Johnson Asiedu Nketia especially in the run up to the main election more the Nansana or the election a commentary near transit tells you is a certain strength say kama NDC ma bakabako winning certain conference seats bene yeni jikenjike be won bayale anti afabazeba you more for time scale is one the two of them come with some interesting characters many more the average Ghanaian resonates easily with them. Johnson Asiedu Nketia is popular. He is very influential, even in the NDC and outside NDC. After Kennedy, compared with Japan, he is also popular. He is very influential. But then, say Baba into the limelight as in the presidential aspirant here. Scamper Bazabanimo, they come with some interesting characters.
Exactly.
Manadia eko weke kama Bazabanimo. I think say the political parties more but Baba.
Yeah.
It is Scamper. How is the NPP appearing to the average Ghanaian? Okay. How is the NDC appearing to the average Ghanaian? So okay. Meso ekara to play. I think you must I don't know Johnson I see don't get industries they come out you see about Kennedy. I seriously can't tell. But I wouldn't be surprised it will be just that Ezileye Amesu until those party more will come to play. Then they present themselves many more Balama and the Mamma DMS say although Perry I feel it will be the most interesting election in the last in the Fourth Republic because Rawlings against Adubuahin. Me said that Mizzy Adubuahin too much, but he wasn't that character anymore. Say Rawlings obviously Akufo-Addo.
And it's a nice match.
Make that character. But Rawlings Akufo-Addo, Rawlings Jake Nedaya. I think the calmest among them is Jake ne Ankata,
yeah.
But the buying them,
Any problem against them?
Asana Ankata against Akufo-Addo. One hot, one cool man. Asana Kofra, Yedibeya, current president Mahama against but I'm very hot. Yanya Akufo-Addo ne Rawlings. Inti hot time be sani scamper going near Baum Kofra near saving Ketia me himama and they come with almost the same character.
Yeah.
Inti say very interesting. At the end they say party mobile number.
Okay.
Was a buyer because they are almost the same. Sure. Just that can't get behind the senior kake. A class don't get here. He's not straightforward. As you don't get here, he's just Kennedy Japan. Just that he's not straightforward. With how more?
I said don't get your mommy straightforward.
I said don't get your a coin in
how make can
yes.
That is, you see, on a very calm tone.
Yes.
You see,
that's so much energy.
Yeah, you see, you're quite like you're filing for election 2020 petition. You're planning any evidence here.
But if you are not careful, I think yes, buying her.
But for Ken, okay, I've understood. But for Ken,
with the energy,
yeah,
I can't get me. We are video, we need the very young, but how met in there? It's a well, fat in this camp. He speaks with the energy so much. But I say look at him, same almost the same thing, but
the tone
very relaxed. Some jovial, comic, but. He make statement he can do the same thing.
But I think I like him because me
general.
It is plain you.
General me I think skes campala me organic. General what could say popular itela any aye president Mahama President Akufo-Addo. Baumia Ibia Baumia. A band popularity I have so many Ghana King general politics.
General is popular because he has been a parliamentarian before, a deputy minister,
yes,
a general secretary of the party, and now the chairman.
As many years those days, never man party many the late Sir John. He's a Kukwasi Krasi. He's a medical law school now. The Krasi.
But they are almost so.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, they are very close.
Close friends.
By politics, yeah.
We damn projects.
Near be the more
contact. Never mentioned get here. Kofi Mani Suzela. Bawa ni nkomo so as
Johnson Ken.
Kofi me pay argument you. Akon ke ni ye ke. Dey na chi by party. Kofi.
And I message the Ken.
No, I say don't get it. It doesn't. Okay, energy.
Energy.
Energy, man. All right. Cosmos, you agree? I want to pair these two. I want to pair Haruna Idrisu ne Mahmoud Bawumia.
Haruna Idrisu ne Bawumia.
And I would love to do Julius Debra Meni Educhum.
Okay.
Yeah, some for Julius, some ne pe educhum. Oh yeah. No mava Haruna menia ya pe Baumia. So let's look at Haruna and Baumia.
Okay, so after Haruna Idris in Baumia, they also come with very cool, like be said that they aggressive, be said that they minimum, they are so loud. But then if be make be pass a message across, you could see a message never pass across it.
Substance one.
Yeah, mele be pass. They are not going to put in any energy. But I think among all of them, the only minimum but the hot mele first and
hey, Brian here to force in work.
Okay. So that song can't come more by the
youthful exuberance,
but by the energy, minimum they speak wild. Made
hot head,
many army. So many may kind case at the first and Brian made the youthful exuberance can't come by the youth, the energy working and monomoson they are the transition between Barbing money and your money to mobile way every but manage the situation, but minimum lopan hot metals mobile also racing
attach say about
mellows many the Baumia and Haruna Idris was so so definitely Seboko into a content not at the Bazabania. I'm sure Bazabania they will come down south the Bava running mate because a politics here, the Kakmo Akuchisu, or running mate, the Kakmo Zazwin, likely care, Alaquaco, made one Muzake Julius, Debra Zwin as Easting. It's a very difficult care, second voter, a Medacala, over me. That means contest Moboko and Mobijin. Just Ghana is a eastern part, one, not east, southeast part, because voter and eastern, but one corner and sana, bottom by Serbia, wasting a likely care equal. Middle belt and I care so rock and just
Mama don't much can real. Julius is likely to partner Ibrahim Mahama.
Come with the common kind. Say partner Ibrahim Mahama because he will need votes and I can representation like Ewo Soroke. And representation Ewo Soroke, they will not just say a be more a be okay. More be identify more but identify one with a be and I could not how na Idrisu he did a be more between the as you. Sure. A day a be more say by around I'll take care how na calm down. I once chance on a picture be how na a residence or Tamale. Motorbikes. I can scare can't cannot a university student about bike. I can scare university student a program worker. Bikes be brave like Haruna. I was what type here the it's a partner. He's going to need a presence.
Oh no,
not care with
Haruna Idrisu. Okay, we partnered Haruna to Dr. Baumia.
I made it, but the Baumia can care say in case Julius,
Julius,
yeah,
Julius, not Julius,
Ibrahim
Mahama, engineers and
planners. Okay, engineers and planners. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, most was a bally. Yeah. Until it is not Canela and engineers and planners with them. Maybe the employment opportunity.
No name.
If I'm a many a philanthropic cover aspect of a life in your money anymore.
And Julius is also a loaded guy,
Like a politician say, if you are not loaded, you cannot get to that level.
Julius is loaded, you.
Indeed, that pair between Baumia and Haruna Idrisu, it will be a very interesting because Boli, Tamale. New regency more be demarcated.
Hey, Mahmoud Baumia
Wale ni Tamale.
Mampusi.
Yes,
the Mampusi people against the Dagbani.
The Dagumba.
Okay, yeah.
Indeed, Dagbani made I think the language.
Yeah, direct neighbors you.
And from a area to another person area. But then more Azuka. Yeah. Was a member was a member of Takwai, Bebene. Sure. But coming up against and the knee near Bimel KDM. Azuki, sure. It is going to be many Bazabaka Soroka any vote. But a Kosoroka Skiskan Pala. A be more I feel Soroka will be tilted towards that person easily. Haruna.
Okay.
Haruna more than Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Okay. Yeah, that he also appealed to some
certain
group B, but Bazabani was struck and Haruna said the struck and la ye lesson in dia Naka Haruna. But then it also comes down to minimum of as running mates.
Okay.
Is Wena? Is it going to be somebody from Central? Is it going to be Amakofibua? Is it going to be somebody from Eastern region?
Haruna Amabua can be possible. It is possible and it is likely
against the West. And the Western regions there, aside Aka, after Aka.
Yeah.
You said that
So Honorable Amabua and Haruna Idrisu is likely. It's likely there is a connection. There is a connection
between Bezabani.
Yes, and I'll tell you behind the scenes. Okay, even what transpired before the sales of Karela United to that side. There is a connection. Yeah, there is a connection. There's a huge connection.
Politics is a game of numbers, and it's a game more. You need to connect to a lot of money.
So Haruna and Amabua is likely. Oh yeah, it's likely.
But I don't foresee Haruna getting the nod at NDC be prime minister.
Oh, okay.
I seriously don't foresee Haruna. Okay. NDC in the I just said they campaign on the basis of age against General Mosquito. Yes. Kama Equatel Julius ne Haruna Idrisu, but
okay. So you foresee General Mosquito winning?
Oh yes.
But the establishment is for Julius.
The establishment can be for. I doubt NDC be there say call your care they are creeping people in line for a particular person because
right today's date.
Ni more I understand. Ni more ye can you call it.
It's not
be more meso igi ahani on. In the run up to the 2024 election, he showed us that men age minority leaders were parliament bila. Although the man was yellow on beach.
Yeah.
Yellow be la pumo mo yellow. But yellow
cannot calf a cow.
Me young really care. Men the position over my be say what be power. On hand me do as they can power kama ye more. You should be interested in power here. You should be interested in. On hand me go as me. It was like if one failure. You have every right to blame him, even. You cannot say it's a CD. It's a CD. Sure. Look at how he masterminded the exit from the leadership war. But the Northern Caucus. The Northern Caucus for NDC parliamentarians. But yellow.
Yeah, they weren't happy.
But still, it's not going to be easy. They are going to whip people in line against him. A simple
okay.
And you can establishment for NDC. He's a pillar in the establishment of NDC. Sure. It's not like establishment in more but you against one person. Okay. How much when it was certain election in Benue. Amen. Establishment it got to a point that I said you can just stood up against Kofi Rollins.
Oh yeah.
Rollins saying I may do NDC party and this person you think an establishment in NDC can just stand up against him. It's simple. In the NDC race,
look at Haruna and Dr. Bawumia.
Be comparison. Me yemujuke se Haruna. Scamper Bazabani. Not ke. Haruna stands better chance ahead of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Okay. But then Nimobeka vai as a running mate.
Made the problem.
That's what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as a person is he wouldn't have had problems but then Scamper Rahina from administration be Scamper we are on a center. The sense of that administration will be visited on him as a person.
Okay.
And he cannot detach himself away from administration many crown. Men market some care, but can't carry a juice yellow fire tiny the cable and you can't judge him on anything. Sure. Until he's coming with some level of saint bay alakwa kan ke wo mema Dr. Mahmoud Baumia it was some disadvantage or not either than that nanka because Dr. Mahmoud Baumia so rock and maso le do more okay he very fine gentleman they be more but that's before her but when bezaban bokwa e be more ye ele call be chinti any issue na be more we had a lot of issue with the kakoma yezun ba sure nti say back to minimum bakaba kele be mada okay and e dey ambake yedibenya haruna adrisu eba western region kenani yedibenya amakufubua yeah mam hane aye aka I think like 92 more rollins ni aka hola yele say nyane western also obo was there be otata oh Charlie after that one yele say nyan westerner e won mo nti say credit kuma yedibenya ba umia mo so ikoho is he going with Napo again and equal a different area.
But Pebale Bakameti to Kenya. Wow. All right, so you are the current chief of staff, Julius Debra. They must say the silent killer.
Yes. Okay, one day. It's not like General Mosquito label and he explain it. They make
silent killer.
He executed due to his more of a mind.
So you run my rate here, po. So Julius Debra as against Dr. Osei Yao Edichum.
Scampalame only. The euphoria man around NDC puts Julius Debra ahead. For NPP administration made after all the complaints made about that administration, Yedibenya Edichum was one of the few people more. Yeah, commanded the pool. Yes, could be from. Yes, could be from. But then, it was Jikin Scamper be more. It is a shining star was Romele. Yedibenya Julius Debra.
Shining star, Mamma Mahaka,
many shining star. Never Greg Gala, never game pa. Oh, never game you.
Confusion. One man supporter, Raspberry.
Yes, they made coffee. Okay, indeed. Need there be more. I can't. The Akufo-Addo led administration. I can't profile one. I cry exclude the men for each na honey. How money handle. Need the deputy minister of education. Sana guy substantive minister. I be made deputy minister for classroom. He quite engage students. He mathematics. Now they were class. He's somebody more you could see. He's down to earth. I had me training, me welding and fabrication training at Design Technology Institute. Okay. Mokrama bosom train, but they were all under a conference scholarship. Wow. Befisi mua many to anti and as a frabena, no more was so hey, the more was a constituency be. There was a constituency be, but then I mean, so them decay, the time you have somebody more, they call my that sort of. Representation.
So it's Julius
against Edichum. I will put Julius ahead, a little bit ahead of Edichum because Mayor was one. Okay. It's fresh in the minds of people. Edichum the Kamamhane he near can Joko Baba in the previous administration, but Julius on any Jokotan. Me ye won Joko Baba yes as on the fresh. More dear Joko Baba. But don't you
think Julius many more ani ba the Romo Bazaklebe. The letter was issued by the chief of staff. Don't you think it can affect him in one way or the other?
Oh, definitely it's affecting. But Edichum also has a lot of teachers more than he will.
The promotion
they have issues with him. But they have some pockets of issues more many they will use against them. But me can in bulk yeah. But more they appear as many more administration bela ye can bon joko baba. But a be there fresh. Yeah, be there if they out. Let's by 2029 a wali 2028 a wali from now to 2028. 3 years. Inti ko weekend Edichum media me a lot of them poor feeling. That is if only Edichum ya mess up along the line yeah.
No,
Julius. From N to 20. Yeah, let's get
what we're doing. Now, Julius, let's get let's get what we're doing.
Yeah, Vika was about more from N to 2028. A wally. Say Julius, yeah, mess up along the line. Now say moment to make others Kampala. You do a straight line, you can you could you can near do to me the yellow education ministry care. If a lot of them fade, he will stand at an advantageous position.
All right, KCL to force Dr. Brian a champion.
More there maybe no okay they are ones for the future.
Yeah.
Until they are just testing the waters more. But then several core contest Kampala. Looking at how more economy here. Music it can get to 2028 in a dollar it gain momentum chicken. Ne cover fuel more a holiday sometime ne gas chicken.
No, yeah, one pioneer, any geopolitical war bella.
No, so
they affect fuel.
Fuel the young people, they more. If you could remember, after 2028 election, yeah,
no 2024 election,
2028, yeah, 2008 election, yeah, political parties will tone down. It will fuel more before a campaign one.
Yeah.
If you remember 2008 election, Atamos
reduce it drastically.
Yes, that was his major campaign message. Reduction drastically. Into going into 2012 election, because no, I didn't on fuel. They did the more crack cheat nake.
Yeah,
is I will subani. Yeah, is I subani.
It's from this Saudi, the Arab world,
and the more
Middle East, man.
The more adake, the more a price is being controlled with the Kevin. More adake are politics. Makakozo they be pan because can't get before. You reduce fuel in the run up to the runoff.
You can run off for time.
Run off can't first round is that?
Yeah.
Akufo will win me.
Yeah.
With 48.3%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50 plus 1. You have run off way before you run off way. Nick afford the fuel. Ghanaians were very angry.
Yeah.
Kike fuel is parties all this while the treasurer then they voted against Akufo.
Yeah.
Then they voted for around 3,000 vote difference. The whole Ghana election.
Sure.
About 3,000 vote difference. I can it many and say definitely being 50 plus 1. Yeah, even we need whatever. Into fuel element. Yeah, is the American from care where they can fuel may be a circus. A handy say, a popularity is a beer can company care, and case about the fuel, this can be a popularity cocoa. Overcome, I'm politicians say, but pronouncement when they are in position.
Yeah,
they should be measured.
Yeah,
because Mark came more as the condition may be a face.
Sure.
Farmer be me la yami yesua anake
kasapin
me avale woni ma
I did development
like some cities agale am 3 cities some coins in unye yeshin
and why I get cry
na odank san ya agene as some cities na am
ya dey ozo international market
macro ne micro indicators me kan me avale me wo mo utim obuku me ye wa me mezile ke cotton cocoa ye kin asana lele easier can say if that happen at case at first popularity say kra equals especially if NPP as a party but that's one go use against him here ke ahanka ke the fuel adele zoro there but scam be called about e we in aka and those sort of semi popularity but still Brian is I Brian Tamani NPP was a manage. I think agric after
national security coordinator.
Tema okwen hole.
Yeah, pani ikabetu.
Many ton Brian. Bernard be. Me hole Brian ye but you ask yourself ke Brian ye mana dey yan won the agric ministry. Then those mama I've always said one policy more say ya may slogans na ye shedala ye valley and ye holimade ye labor planting for food and job
planting and rearing for food and job
na ke the one policy more because I'm here they can come here die like Edward the believe
yeah bro
I keep telling people okay I cannot yeah around your September around November December ne not can start get dry say drying to May can and you 3 days here Yenime ejibali mu grasses me ejibali mu within 3 days the FV. What it tells you even so look anymore condition the be me hiala nzulo. Into agriculture the bill me for agriculture ambassador ye boa. Man say unfortunately if you were more interested in the fanfare and the slogans and ade ya said the ma yan ko ozo ayimu. The last one will be Opoku
and Engineer Kobneje Japan.
Engineer Kobneje Japan, me say, where party chairman?
And the same one.
Oh, yes. He's one of the few people more that serve the party. Kenny the secretary. Yeah. Into the party.
He's more of a disciplinarian.
Yes. Into the reorganizing of NPP parties. They need people like Kobneje Japan. Yeah. How to get to where we need to get to. Also many years here. Until community Japan man, ma'am dem I will discuss it. A presidential he should go and or say many work or couple force. Never fair call. But then easy say happening and sana chairmanship it could be care after.
Sure.
Say chairmanship me people like community Japan. I think former agric minister now and energy minister Wache Jakumo.
It's another
those are the people more they should be looking at
those areas
because NPP as a party is Kampala. Okay, the retreat but behind the scenes. Boy, udo.
Sure.
But no numia or no be fine. How more yeba. And man we can't afford to leave Ghana to a one party state.
Sure.
You definitely need another party to give the governing party some sort of opposition now.
Sure.
Because almost all the time the opposition here they keep the government
on
in check. Until we definitely need the opposition party until they need to regroup and come. Until community Japan the current agric minister, Mr. Eddie Abimam, Mr. Until Minister Kenya. Baby gidi bela but like how Pume yesterday I can't do my last it will be more a popularity among Bumu and he said that
but when you look at his exploits in the current agricultural sector, I think what can you say about it?
Okay,
barely 8 months.
Yes, I'm follow my he's a mizipo as a person. A sector, yes, a sector more. I check up on that sector almost all the time. To make sure them Kenya DM can handle that particular person
okay, all right. Cosmos, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Cosmos gets no form. You didn't come on. I drink no man. You didn't come on. Your bomb was in the shade of one crater now. Podo. We discuss your topical issues concerning the by-elections at Aquatia and that of the removal of the CJ. It's in common to drink in a church, you know, the Maraso and a share. The presidential hopefuls, as from a deep truth source, tells us that this was a test run for Julius Debra as his candidature for the NDC in the upcoming 2028 elections. He might be the flag bearer for the NDC. It's in common as a for Nana payment I say that Japan and in common West Coast TV. On a pay BBRA, I am in terms of Ponguruna on show on your okay. Have a good morning.
Hello guys, it's Peter here. Thank you so much for watching West Coast TV. This is the place to be informed, to watch what